Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind Podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 284. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Wednesday Motivation Inspiration. See, I almost started to say it was, Mondays with Mellow. Yeah, my mind is thinking about other stuff that I gotta do. Anyway, today I want to focus on the topic of getting better every day. And I want you all to get focused. I want you all to get better every day, no matter what it is, no matter what you're doing, right? I want you guys to get better in your mental focus, your journey, your passions, your drive, every aspect of you working toward greatness within you and the work you do. I want you to get better at loving yourself, giving yourself love affirmations, and being true to who you are. I want you to get better at thinking positively, telling yourself great things about yourself daily. Something that I know that I am working on and actually getting better at, which is a good thing. See, the whole point of it, getting better every day. Thinking positively is a little challenging at times because of where we are in this world, and I'm quite sure the majority of you had no idea that this world would be where it is right now. I know I didn't, and I constantly tell God all the time, look, I didn't sign up for this, okay? Like, I should not be 40 years old and having experienced the crack epidemic, the worldwide spread of AIDS, the World Trade Center bombing in 94, the Oklahoma City bombing, I forget what year that was, 9/11, the blackouts in New York City, Hurricane Sandy in New York City, Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Harvey, a myriad of school shootings from Columbine to Santa Fe to Parkland to the Dylann Roof church shooting to the supermarket shooting in Buffalo. You name it, it's just like constant negativity. The Gulf War, I've just run down a long list of things, and I'm just like, yeah, this is not it, right? So to think positively on a regular basis, inflation, stock market crash, yeah, okay. So anyway, you guys get my drift, you guys get my point. I'm just going to get back to the subject at hand. So yeah, thinking positively, not letting too much get to you. I know that's hard. Sometimes you have, the wrong people in your life, certain people that, you can't get rid of totally, but you got to keep them at arm's length. A lot of different things, right? Telling yourself great things about yourself daily, that's important too. To say that, you're in a good place, you have a roof over your head, you're doing okay for yourself. Sometimes we're not at our best financially, but we do have enough to where we're good. I know survival mode is not what we're supposed to be doing in this life. We're supposed to be living. Trust me when I tell you, I've been in survival mode for a very long time. I'm at a place now where I'm finally living, and I feel very good about myself. And it takes time. So don't think like this miraculously happened for me. It's not going to miraculously happen for you. It's going to take time, and you need to just embrace your journey. These are things I'm constantly working on for myself, which I've already said, and this is why this podcast is important. I do these podcasts for a purpose and a reason, and it's to really enlighten you. It's to get you better at saying no to things that don't fit into your life and your narrative. It's getting better at controlling your narrative and your story, you being the driver in your car. It's, understanding that we're all works in progress, and no matter what life throws at you, it's do your best to focus on the good And if you can fix it and change it, great. If you can't, you just, you let it go and you let things work itself out. I want us to get better at being disciplined in what we do in our lives. It's creating daily habits of productivity, no matter how much time you spend on doing certain things, whether it's 30 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours. It's working on something that will benefit you in the long run, not just in the moment. We're in a generation of technology where there are just too many fake gurus and people that say, hey, do this, do that, you can get rich, whatever. No, there's no overnight success. You can't get rich ridiculously quick. And if there are people that are showing you that, there's other things that are going on when those cameras are off that is showing a facade that's not there. And getting better every day should be a continuous life goal with anything that we really set our minds to. Let's get better at telling people how we feel and expressing ourselves, but also doing the internal work. Let's get better at having uncomfortable conversations with those that we are close to and speaking our truth. And let's heal all of the things that we've gone through in our lives. I know the healing part is hard when, you may be this great, amazing person and you do all of these great things and people don't appreciate it, right? And I'm not going to be the cliche guy that's going to go, well, go find the crowd that's going to appreciate you, whatever the case is. I'm quite sure you have heard that before, right? Right. So it's time for us to focus on what makes us great human beings and how our well-being is important. Let's get better at talking about our mental health and spirituality in the current moment. What's happening is we're bottling up so many things. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's something that I've done for the longest time. And one thing I can say is I'm allowing my poetry to speak for me. So I'm at a place now where not only am I, expressing, my inner thoughts and what goes on in my mind on this podcast, but I definitely write poetry and it's, short. Sometimes it can be a little long, but try to keep it as brief and as simple as possible. I'm not the person that's going to go do a poetry slam and be in front of people and talk about it. No, not my thing. I've been told, oh, you should do it, but yeah, it's not that important to me. But anyway, I talk about, me being a man in this world, me being a black man in this world, mental health, life situations, things to think about. So that's why I say let's have more conversations about our feelings, emotions, what's affecting us in our daily lives, and talking about our mental health, like in the moment, not 3 months down the road when then you start talking about, well, what happened 3 months ago? No, let's find people that we're comfortable in talking about these things. So how are you going to work at getting better at things in your life? What are you going to focus on the most? What do you need to achieve happiness within your soul? Think about it, because that's going to determine how far you go in life, how well you live your life, also how long you will live your life. And if we continually work on ourselves, we build better relationships with our family members, our friends, our significant others, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, life partner, which is, the newer term that we're all starting to use, which I surely don't mind. I have, my conflicting thoughts on what marriage is and what it entails. And it isn't a contract with the government. That's all I'll say. But anyway, that's my podcast for today. I just want to thank you for listening to my pod. I appreciate you. And what time you take to, listen to what I have to say. Just thoughts that go on in my mind, life experiences, things that I've gone through. Just want to be a shining light for everyone through the dark tunnels that we unfortunately walk through sometimes. So have a good week, everyone. Be good, everyone, and go accomplish your goals.